Hello and welcome. I'm Elizibar. This is Berserker issue 3 with a pretty cool picture. You got Keanu doing the Matrix dive right here. Like, he looks pretty cool, right? Sadly, the cool Matrix dive is not in the book. But, I guess it's kind of implied that it's in the book because the book ends with them talking about something that he was doing at the same time that the rest of the book was taking place. Ish. We've shifted our narrative focus. So before, in like issue 2, he was narrating his origin to somebody, and now by the end of the book, the narrative has changed. Somebody else is telling his story to someone else. Not a big deal because the thrust, the gist of the story, is still happening. It's still the same great stuff. Uh, Jeez, talk about bloodshed, man. There is a lot of this in the book. This book is full of murderous scenes. It took me a second to think of the right word. I think murderous is probably the right word. There is carnage galore because it's all fights. Like this whole book is Keanu Reeves. I'm sorry, our title character, the unnamed berserker, just absolutely murderating people while he does the thing teenagers do, which is try to grow past your parents, try to seek out, push, go out on your own. He wants like a little bit of freedom, and of course his dad, right here, is basically just I'm sorry, right here, is basically just like kill all my enemies, son, for 10,000 miles around. And his son's kind of like, really? We're going this far? We're like weeks away from the village, and we have to kill these people. And Dad's like, yes, they have untold wealth. So Dad's just exploiting him. I mean, okay, he's not really his dad. I mean, Keanu's. I'm just gonna call him Keanu. The character's father is like, a bolt of lightning in a cave, right? Like, mom got like freaky with like some blue glowy stuff in a cave. You remember that, like issue one? Issue one, back when his origin story was like first. Or was it issue two? Might be the beginning of issue two. I don't remember. Back when the origin story was first being told, whichever issue that was. Are we safe now, father? Like he's like, come on, man. I'm getting tired of just murdering everybody. Of course, the problem is, as we go through the book, he is really good at murdering everybody. And yeah, here's a pro tip for you. If you're ever in the situation where you have a superpower, mass murdering, unstoppable war machine, be very careful about the orders you give it. Uh, all in all, I think everything I've said about previous issues of Berserker kind of applies here, which is it's intriguing. There's a lot of possibility, and I wish the art was a little better. Now the art does kind of fit, man. Let me flip back over to like some of this carnage here. Like this stuff just feels grimy and gross, and I think that's probably pretty appropriate for what's going on in the book. Like, come on, this dude explodes. Like, there's no other way to put it. This dude explodes. But at the same time, I kind of feel like I would have liked. I don't know what the right word is. Something that looks more like the Conan comics from like the 80s and 90s. The Marvel Conan books. Like, I think that might have fit a little bit better than this kind of grungier, more fast look. I don't even know if these words make sense the way I'm putting them together, but I hope they do. I hope that I'm going to get my gist across. Now, a problem here is we are on issue 3. We should be out of the lots of potential phase and into the something cool really needs to happen phase. We did open the series, issue 1, with a bunch of cool carnage, so maybe that was kind of like the cool thing that's supposed to tide us over here. But this is being written more like a movie. And by that I mean, have you ever seen the James Bond movie? So you get this big burst of action at the beginning, some really cool bit, whether it's Pierce Brosnan like jumping off of the top of a dam or whatever, and then ending in like his escape by jumping into an airplane, that kind of crazy thing, or just like battling assassins or something. And then that tides you over through the opening segment, you know, the first third of this or so of the movie, where you're getting a lot of like plot dump on you. And I feel like we're kind of doing the same thing here. It's written like more like a movie than like a comic book. At least the comic book in the old episodic format, because there's nothing episodic about this. This should have just probably been released straight as a graphic novel and not a single issues. I think the book would be better for that. Because having to wait a month and then we get more background exposition setting things up as opposed to here's the next new plot point feels kind of odd. Anyway, you all take care of yourselves. That's what I think about Berserker number 3. Have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And bye-bye.